Hey everyone, so welcome back to our channel. This is
What
our
welcome back?
second. Yeah, so she also don't know like we are doing it handed. So this is our second episode. Today I felt like we should talk about how she cope up with the all her friends, all the social things. Socialism is like a bit awkward for her. So would you like to share something like start up? Why you feel like you were socially awkward?
Most of the time, I struggle to find the common ground.
So, whom you should say that's your friend, or when you feel like, okay, the next person will be my friend?
I don't know about that. I'm just hoping I will do my work and someday I will find some people who I can call friend and would love to share life, journey, everything. And but now people I meet every time, those people are just because we are from same culture. That's it. And that's never been enough reason to be friend with anybody.
So, you were saying that definition of your core friendship is to be someone who can understand you, right? Who will be like minded. Those people can be your friends, right?
Yeah, if in this life, in this journey, if I ever meet anybody who feels like real, they genuinely care about other people, I could call friend. Because every time I meet people, I do care about people. Whenever I talk to anybody, I do care about them, whatever they're saying. But it's so hard to find people who wants to know how are you doing, genuinely.
They always try to pitch into their stories and everything, but they don't want to listen like what is happening to the other person. It's also same case for me, though I try to be more social to the other persons and everyone. Obviously there are some points when I also felt like I'm just left alone, and just people are talking about themselves, all the things is happening around them. They don't just care about a person just sitting in front of you. We should talk about what is going on to his life or something like that. People are just too much consumed with their own life. I think that's the case. What is happening around us,
Not
people are.
most of the time. They're not consumable. They're like not most of the time. Every time people are always consumed in their own thoughts. That's not a problem. But if five people are sitting in the same place, they should talk to each of them, right? Not one or two-person should be left out. That's what I feel every time. Like two or three people are talking, I'm the one who's left out. What's wrong? Like you have nothing to ask me. I'm the one who needs to find. Okay, what do you like? What are you saying? So then they answer that things, but it's not that they include me in their conversation. That what as a human I expect, but this kind of people is hard to find.
Yeah, sometimes you will find some guy or some person who actually always try to think about all the persons, right?
They're very rare case. Not yeah. That's what I found that people wants to include everybody in the conversation. It's not. It should not be like four or five people are sitting, two are talking, two are left out. Every time three people are sitting, I'm the one who left out. Two are talking about their things. Or if I want to involve or included in the conversation, I need to ask. Okay, tell me about yourself. Tell me about what did you do, and that's the answer they're giving me. But there is no question for me.
Yeah, they don't ask you back
No.
actually what is going on to you. I think this is like the common scenario for most of the people around. That's what making us more isolated day by day. People are more into like talking about only for themselves, don't care about what is going on to the other's life, right? Even if they ask just to make a conversation or something like that, but I felt like they are not listening actually, or they are not trying to understand actually what
They're
is.
not interested.
Yeah, that's a word. Yeah, they are not actually interested. They are just having a conversation, and then I
They're
think.
just having a conversation for the sake of conversation, or
Yeah,
but they genuinely are not.
I think for most of the person that we will face around you every day, they will be like that. Only couple of them or a few of them, they will be your true friend who will actually care about you, and you are going to care about themselves. Because as a human, that's what my perception. You can't care about all of them around you. You can just care about a few of them, right? And if luckily those few people who also thinks that you are one of those few guy who can they care about, I think you found your friend. We should search about it. I know lots of people, they are also going through the same thing, having a big party, go all those things, but at the end of the day when they come back to home, they just felt alone. I think we should just keep searching about until we get those friends that's we are talking
Yeah,
about.
that's something I will tell to anybody. If you are someone like me, for me it's hard to communicate sometimes, honestly. I don't know what to ask. How are you? How is your job? How is your kid? That's it. And then what else? Then what should I talk about? and that person is not asking anything to me.
Yeah.
That kind of thing I get into. And
Can you just give it as an example? What happened? Can you give us a story? Or we here to share. I know it's awkward, but still, you can share.
I don't have any script.
You don't have to be unscripted to tell your story. Just tell what you have felt. We are having a conversation just in between.
So last time I went through, that was a party. You can say a party. And then every time I was talking to one lady, she was telling me, maybe I asked her 2 or 3 questions. How is your kid? How are you doing? What do you do in the daytime? She started to talk about her kid, and continuously she was telling me how much miss father, what happened, how he born. And this is not the first time I'm hearing that story. I already heard the story before, same manner she told me, and still I'm listening all this thing again. But she never asked me anything about myself. I don't know. She maybe just knows my name. That's it.
Maybe she also don't know your name. Just for sake of that time, maybe she remembered. Might be.
In terms of boys, it's nice. Boys are better.
Let me give you a story for that one too. So I think a couple of weeks back, after my jamming session, my guitarist told me, like my another guy, he told me let's do a get together with his friends. They are not my friends, by the way. So they are having a late night party. If I want, I can join them. So I told them, okay, fine. Let's meet some new people. I went there. We were having some booze, and I found out that the host, he is so into a thing. He was trying to buy a boat, and what was happening? So they were actually friends themselves. So that guy is so obsessed to buy a boat. He need to order that boat in that very night. He was so obsessed to buy that boat in that night. It felt like that if he don't buy that boat, it's the end of the world. He was just poking all those. See, you have to buy the boat now. We are going to split to the 3 other guy. It's not going to be that much expensive, but we need to buy it now. Now means now. So we are trying to chill, listen to the music or something like that. But he is saying that we have to buy the boat now. And for the next 2 hours, he was just poking his friends. We have to buy this. We have to buy this one. We have to, because the boat comes with a lot of things, right? He's just doing all those things and poking around all those guys. If you don't buy it now, I'm going to buy it. And if I buy it, if you want that boat in the later on, I'm going to charge you the full charge, the whole boat charge for a single day. So one of that guy, he was really mature, and he was saying, we live in Canada, so we have like few period of time frame to boating. So he said that maybe in a year we'll just going to use it for once. What is it worth it to buy a whole boat? But no, he said that, oh bro, we need to buy it. So then whole the party, it was about the boat and boat. And then I felt like, for me especially, if you say a party, it has to deal with some live music. So because I play guitar, I always want to play some guitar and sing some live music out my chest. Then I can call it a party. That guy also have keyboard, 2 guitars, one bass guitar was there, and he don't even know how to play those. He was just pretending everything. That happened that night, and I was felt really alone at that night, and I decided that I'm not going to meet them again. I'm not going to meet them again.
It's not worth it. Every time, why I don't want to go somewhere, I don't feel like going. The first reason, after so many years, now I decided that I need some boundaries in my life, and I should not go everywhere where I don't feel like I have to be fit on. These things I don't want from my life anymore. I don't have much time. So much struggle we went through, so much trouble. So why do I want to spend 1-2 hours or one afternoon with some people I don't feel like I should be there? I don't have anything to talk to them, because from now in my life I look for those people. They are growth minded. They want change in their life. They want to do something in their life. They don't take struggle or problem in a bad way. So I need those people in my life to make myself strong and do something good with myself. I really don't need those people. They're always do the talk, same shit, same trouble, and always in a loop. I don't have time for them, seriously.
Exactly. So the thing is that what I want to add here, that is, time is so short, right? Life is so short. We don't have that much of time to wear a mask on their face, all those social fake masks on their face. We need to find those people who are actually real. They really care about each other. So at the end of the day, those are the genuine people who cares about each other in the party. Those guys who are rich, all so handsome, so beautiful, they always get all those attentions from the others, and they don't need to feel like to give you some attentions. Forget about those. That's my take. Find the guy who is actually sitting there alone and meet with him or her. You'll just make a friend for your life. Might be.
Well,
So
some people are really nice. That's true. I'm not saying all people are bad or something.
we need to stick to those people. Every person has its own flaws. We are human. We are built with the flaws, lots of flaws. So we can accept to a certain limit of flaws to a person, right? Even if a flawed person, if he cares about you, will you going to accept him as your friend?
Sure, flaws is not a problem. If someone has a problem or flaws or any kind of
Even disabilities.
any problem, that's not a problem is in people's mind. That's the biggest thing. People are so fake. People like to pretend. People just like to show off. I
Yeah.
don't know, and it's so exhausting sometimes to put up with all this
You don't get to say those word here, but because this is a candid one and she didn't even know that we are going to have this conversation. So what is my take from here? That is, find your friend who is actually care about you, and don't spend any seconds of your life to those guys who are unreachable. Do you
Yes.
agree?
Don't waste the time in your life. Time is really precious. And trust me when I say that there are lots of good people and lots of like minded people, or the way you think, the way you see the lives. They also see the life in the same way. You will definitely find those people, and just don't stop looking. That's what I'm saying. I'm also keep searching. I don't know when I can or I will ever find those people, but I'll keep searching.
You found me. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.
What did you do?
This is called conversation.